All right, we're trying this again with 0, headphones at all. Hang on. Where's the yeah, yeah. There you go, Facebook. So, nobody has headphones. Hopefully, you guys can hear me, and some people notice I switched 'cause, electronics hate me, just saying, and, there's nothing I can do about it, and I don't think it's ever gonna change. Let's see. Can you guys hear me now? Anybody? A little comment or a like, let me know that you can hear me. Anybody? Yay, Kelly. And if you can't hear me quite as well, better than you couldn't hear me at all. Um, yay, we're back. Right, Lori? Can you hear me now, Lori? I'm here. Try again. Yay. Well, that's good. Everybody can hear me. Yoo-hoo. I don't know why electronics hate me. Well, I do. The other side um, means they're always up in my business. There we go. Turn my thing on. Do not disturb. So yeah, I wasn't really saying anything yet, but I did post what should we talk about or what topic would you be interested in? But I only posted it a couple minutes ago and nobody answered yet. So what do you guys want to hear? Hey, thanks. What would you guys like to talk about? Yes, and also that's true, Fleck. If you want to hit the like button, subscribe, follow, all that sort of stuff. Yes, my book is on Amazon. And Amazon around the world, like all different places, but also available at a lot of bookstores. Although I do prefer you buy it on Amazon because then I make money. Family in heaven. What do you want to talk about there? Like narrow it down. But yeah, this here you go. Since I'm waiting, I'll just plug my book. It's backwards, but that's okay. Here it's not. It's called At the Stroke of Eternity, and I found out it's on in my local library, which is super cool. This is my copy. Can you tell? It's even though I haven't actually read it, I made it, so that counts, right? No, yes. Oh, I forgot about that poem. Do you guys want to hear Jessica's poem while you guys think of a topic to talk about? What is the best self talk when one is down in the dumps or having a rough time? Is it bad to say this too shall pass? Time is so fleeting, and the things you worry about today in a year will be literally sort of ancient memories. So you just have to get through each moment because once you're through that moment, you never have to do it again. Hello from Sacramento. Cool. Hello. Here. While I give people time to get on here, I'll read Jessica's. Well, it's not Jessica's poem. I wrote all the poems with help from my guides. It's called Unapologetic Laughter. What makes you truly happy? Is it a hot drink on a cold day? A kind word from a friend? Sand between your toes? This life is not all learning, pain, and strife. There is always time to focus on the joy we can achieve throughout our lives. Happiness gives balance to the deep learning we plan into each life. There is no better stress relief than laughter. So take time to have that drink. Have a chat with a friend. Pause and breathe with sand between your toes. Each life is a balancing act of what it means to be human. Your higher self and guides love you more than you could ever know. They will laugh with you. They will revel in the joy you consciously bring into your life. So celebrate yourself and your growth in this life. Laugh unapologetically and often. You have earned it. Look at that. That's a good one. Hello. All right. I'm on YouTube and Facebook, so I will be looking back and forth. Sometimes I feel a light push on my shoulder. When I turn around, I don't see anyone. Is that spirit trying to tell me something? Yes, it can be. Sorry if I was not clear. Is our family always together in heaven? Yes. And thank you. Um, Hello, everybody. I'm good. Been kind of inside out since the eclipse, way more mellow than I have ever been. Oh, that's good. Sounds like great advice and a wonderful poem. Aw, thanks. Amber, do you have an email address? As I always miss you. Lovely, by the way. Yes, I do. It's West Coast Medium one, the number one at gmail.com. Did you enjoy your holiday? I sure did. It was wonderful. And Mike and I are going to go on holiday in November. Um, are we able to connect in some way to our other lives? Yes, sometimes. It doesn't necessarily do you much good in this life, though, if that makes sense. So, I wouldn't suggest to do it all the time. What do you think about putting your animals down? I think it's the kindest thing to do. I don't understand why it's taken us this long to understand that that's the kindest and most humane thing to do when they're suffering. And I kind of wish that when I'm old, we'll be at a place to put me down if I make it to old. Hi from Australia. Hello. Are soulmates or twin flames a real thing? Um, Depends what your definition of those is. Can you give me your definition? Welcome. How many souls were created? I don't know. I don't think I could know. I'm in a very deep grief and depression from losing my cat buddy. I see her in my dreams. Oh, I'm glad she visits you. Um, Hello. Hi, everybody. There is made. Yes, there is made, but there's definitely a lot of stipulations around it, which is okay. Um, I'm more like if I get like Alzheimer's, which, because I'm on certain medications and stuff, and because of the stroke, I'm more prone to Alzheimer's. And when you have advanced Alzheimer's, you cannot consent to MAID. So I want to be like, just please. How do we recognize our family and friends when we transition to the other side? Because you know their souls, and you know their souls long before you come here. My friend's grandson died. Oh, I'm sorry. And she was home at the time. There was a loud knocking on her door, and there was no one there. Was this her grandson? Probably yes. Hi. Hi, Brenda. I do agree about animals and aging. Yes. Hi, Susanna. When I meditate, I hear so much chatter in not my own chatter, but there's too many people talking and I can't hear specific. So you need to do something else. So like meditate while walking or while showering. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. Were you taking a break? Um, well, I was on holiday for like half of um, March, and then it's been dance competition season. A soulmate would be someone you're destined to be with. Maybe there was an agreement before our souls came to earth. Twin flames might be someone that you partner with over and over and over in different lives. So, humans, a lot of the time, think we are destined to be with our soulmate. But what I see as a soulmate is your closest bond here, or your deepest bond here. And normally in each life, that will be the person you hate the most because you need to learn from them or teach them. And so it's a super deep bond, but you're usually connected. So, like, think of the worst person that you know, or the person that's put you through so much stuff. That will be your closest soulmate. And twin flames is everybody in your family, not your human family, but your soul family. So everybody you know in life, plus like even sometimes acquaintances, are all souls you know on the other side. Wyatt, can you bring me water, please? That's my son. I choked really, really bad yesterday and I'm having throat problems now. Do animals lead multiple lives with other incarnations? I don't know. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, honey. I don't know if they're as prolific as like reincarnating as us, but I do know they come back to you over and over. Hello. I sometimes fire my guides if my human gets the better of me, thinking they are not listening. Do they have a sense of humor and just ignore these human moments? Yes, they do. 100%. Okay, I'm going to go over on YouTube for a minute. How do we, oh, I answered that. How is your painting going? I have not been painting that much. I got back into it a little bit last week and then haven't done it since. Is it effective to say, Jesus, my angels, my spirit guides, please help me and be with me? Yes. Do our spirit guides look after others also? Yes. I miss my sister that passed. I talked to her. Can she hear me? Yes. These are all yeses. Amber, I am really starting to wonder for the first time whether meds are the right option or the traumas of empaths and the waving energies are mind. Sorry, Gray, I don't quite, because of the aphasia and my lack of ability to read now, I don't quite understand what you're saying. And you're welcome for the answer. I'm married 45 years. Wow, that's amazing. I guess we're soulmates. There you go. I am married. I got married in 2006. So 18 years or 19? 18, right? Yes. Can soulmates be an animal? Not that I know of. How will we know if selected for April 18th? It's already full. I edited the post. Can anyone learn to meditate? I can't seem to do it. Yes, but you got to expand what you believe meditation is. So I cannot sit and close my eyes and meditate. I can't. I just start making grocery lists in my head. So for me, I go for walks. I have long showers, playing music, stuff like that is meditation. So just expand. Anything that makes you feel balanced and joyful is meditation. Do dreams always mean something, or is it just your brain processing information? Both. Like 70% of the time, it's just your brain processing information. Was there a continent called Atlantis? No, but there's another dimension, but it's under the sea. Does that make sense? My mom died when I was 17. Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I going to see her again? Yes. What is the best way to connect with spirit? I can't seem to do it. You just talk. You just talk. That's it. Hello from Sweden. 2:30 in the morning. Ooh. Do you guys have like all day daylight, or are you still like half and half? Or are you not in northern Sweden? What will we look like on the other side? Will we look like our last incarnation? It just totally depends. Sometimes you like to look how you look right now, and sometimes you don't. Hi, Amber. I really love your message. I can feel others around me, but can't seem to communicate with any of them. Can you suggest things I can do to improve communication with them? Um, Honestly, it's not that you can't communicate with them, it's that you can't hear their response. So you just talk to them. Hi, Amber. Have you been able to heal a person who has an addiction to alcohol? My daughter has had this issue for 25 years. No, I have not. I read The Way of a Pilgrim as a teen to connect to Jesus, who I still don't fully understand, but the prayer calms me down. I say, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. I suffered panic attacks. Yeah, anything that helps you to feel a connection to the other side, perfect. Um, Today, meditation for me was a nice bath, a walk, and putting my feet in the stream, sitting in the sunshine and playing music. I love that. Are ghosts real? Not the ones that like haunt buildings, no, but spirit is real. Do you need to speak aloud for spirit to hear? Or do they know what you are thinking? Both. Was your personality on the other side similar to your personality here? Yes, because I was still me. I was still my raindrop. I wasn't back in my higher self, if that makes sense. When I go to bed and close my eyes, I see a face, and then the face morphs into another face. And then this happens over and over for a few seconds until I open my eyes. Why am I seeing this? I would have to probably tune into you specifically to know that answer. What will it be like with a soulmate who passed and another? What? What will it be like with a soulmate who passed and another husband? I don't understand. Your necklace is so beautiful. What is the charm? It's not, it is um quartz. It's called aura quartz because it has a thing on the back to make it shiny. And it is made by a YouTuber named Jonna Jinton in northern Sweden. She's a YouTuber and she is amazing. I am well. Prayer and submitting to God's will healed me from alcoholism. I can even drink with family and friends now, 6 years healed. Oh, I love that. Does the soul always grow or become more advanced in its next incarnation from lessons in this life, or can it experience a significant setback? So we don't experience setbacks in regards to each life, but also time's not linear on the other side. So all of your lives are being lived simultaneously throughout dimensions. Okay, I'm gonna go over to YouTube and answer a couple of questions. A recent live, someone asked if you believe in Jesus. Could you elaborate a little? You only said yes. So I believe Jesus existed as a human, and I believe Jesus was very gifted and could heal and stuff like that. And so, yes, but I do not have religious beliefs around Jesus. Frickin' heck. How do I know if my guide is speaking to me or it's just my imagination? You don't. That's where faith comes in. I'm just going to have to sound like a frog because I had such a bad choking episode yesterday. I probably damaged my throat a little bit. Um, my daughter's stepdaughter is dreaming I'm coming and sitting on her bed to visit and answer questions. I used to dream travel, but have been unaware of these times she's reporting. Oh, I love that. Sweet, I actually caught you live. You are a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you. I have had a reoccurring dream. Does this mean anything? Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. I used to dream almost every night that I was like a circus performer and went up a huge ladder to a platform and dove off to a little pool. And right before I hit the ground and died, I would wake up. It didn't mean anything, but sometimes it does mean something. So sorry for your choking episode. Yeah, that's my all my life now. I actually had an a gastroscopy, whatever they go down the throat to figure out like if it is just nerve damage from the stroke or if there's anything I can do about it. I had it booked and I'm very human, as I always say. And it was supposed to happen, I don't know, April 4th. And like 4 days or 5 days before, I canceled because I panicked because I'm so scared now of people poking me with needles. And when I had the last one of those, it wasn't for the same thing. It was to take pictures of the back of my heart right after the stroke. And because I have issues with swallowing, they couldn't get the tube thing down, and it was horrible and it was painful. And they kept giving me more and more drugs to like consciously sedate me, and I panicked. So I rescheduled it for June. and I really hope I can go through with it. Um, they're also gonna do a biopsy of my throat, um, to see if there's damage from celiac. So, yeah, sometimes fears and anxieties get the best of you, and this was one of those times for some reason, I just couldn't do it. Um, so yeah, at least I'm upfront and honest about it. Endoscopy, that's what it is. Does a spoon of honey help? No, it doesn't. I damaged, like, I choked so bad and it got all stuck, and so I think I, like, hurt, like, scraped or whatever my throat. I lost a good friend yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry, but he is in a better place. He now knows I was right. I hope to hear from him eventually, some type of sign. I'm sure you will. Hi, Amber. About 7 years ago, I had dreams that about 50% of the time came true, but then they stopped. Do you think it will come back? It could, but there's usually a reason. So, yeah, from celiac, yes. I really didn't like the swallow test, yeah. Oh, I hated the swallow test, it was, the worst. But during my not so I did a different swallow test. Like, after the stroke, they check how bad you're damaged, and you eat stuff with this white radioactive crap in it, and I actually choked while doing it, and so they were able to see, like, the food goes down very difficult, whatever, and it goes to my stomach, but because I, have a lack of sensory and stuff like that, and so much my body doesn't work, it doesn't the sphincter doesn't close, and so the food sits, like, halfway up. Okay, I'm gonna go to Facebook. Where was I? I truly miss my mom. She was everything to us. She is around to I'm sorry for your loss. Amber, do you still do readings for private clients? You know what? I'm not gonna say no because I know I still will, but I've only done 2 this year, maybe 3, because I can only work 1 or 2 days a week, and so to do just 1 client, it's better if I do a group of 11 and 11 people can see me, if that makes sense. Hey, Amber, is it already determined by our soul when and how we'll die, or does it sometimes change during our lives depending on how it's going? So, when we plan a life, we plan a beginning and an end. And in that time, we plan anywhere from 2 to 10 exit points. Do you do yoga? I do not. Hello from North Carolina. How can I talk with and hear my spirit guides? You just talk and they hear you. Full stop. That's it. Hearing them is a different story. Not everybody will be able to hear them, but that is where faith comes in. Because you have been on the other side, are you afraid to have another stroke and go back there? No. I'm afraid to have another stroke, not because I might die, more because it was very traumatic and very scary. Like, the alive time before I went to the other side was horrible, and I don't know, I can still I got a lot of therapy to like, deal with it a bit, but I still just 2 nights ago, I woke up in the night and my stroke leg was fully asleep, and I got up to go to the washroom, and when I stepped on my leg, I'm like, "Oh my god. Remember that time when I was paralyzed? And oh my gosh, if that happens again." And like, so that part of it, I'm scared of that. And I think I will always be scared when I get a headache and stuff like that. But as far as like dying and going to the other side, I'm not scared at all. Love your top. Hey, thanks. Do some souls choose to redo the exact same life with the same body, brain if it decides it made too many mistakes? Not too many mistakes, no, but if you want to like learn more or learn less or do something different, yes. I just have to say you look wonderful. Oh, thank you. I barely even remember my dreams. Maybe once every 3 months. How can I remember more? You don't really have to. If you don't remember your dreams, that there's a reason, and there's nothing wrong with that. Any suggestions your guides can offer when it comes to decision making, muscle Testing, tarot cards, pendulum. It's better to make your decisions as a human because your guides will always lead you down the path of the most learning, which is usually the most difficult path. And sometimes we don't want that difficult path. And they're not there. They're called guides, but they're not there to live your life for you. You are here to live and learn, and they just walk next to you to make sure you have the strength to walk through what you chose. Will you be writing other books about your NDE? I'm enjoying your first one now. Would love more details about your experience on the other side. I love hearing from your guides, especially Peter. I don't know what I'm going to write next. Oh, you've been through so much. Sending hugs. Oh, thanks. I've been a Reiki healer for a long time, and just over the past year, mediumship has become my path. Do you have classes? I don't. Well, I do and I don't, both. Sometimes I do classes and sometimes I don't. If enough people request a class, I get my guides to make the curriculum. Who are the gray aliens and where do they come from? What gray aliens? Do you still have to go to the neurologist? No, I do not. I am finally getting up the courage to read cards at a psychic fair, but I'm afraid. Oh, that's amazing. Good luck. Okay, here we go. Back to what is this called? YouTube. Um, hi, hi, Amber. I, what? Sorry, I don't understand. Maybe someone can help you with Reiki. I think, at least from what I feel like this is my life now. I was so happy when I could eat. Yeah. I had a mammogram and a colonoscopy in January. Got it over with. Sucks getting old, right? Is there any type of tea that could help you? It's not necessarily, it's not like last night, I did not choke on food. I choked on my own spit. So it's more the fatigue from the brain injury and like doing life. I get tired at night and I'm not able to do the things. My body's not able to do the things that come to you automatically, like swallowing. Is oh, I'm sorry you have to go through all that, Amber. Such is life. Can you see all your lives at once? I've never tried, other than when I saw them on the other side. Question, please. After getting a decent reading from a well-known psychic, but the next time I spoke to them, they didn't hit one thing right. So you might have to clarify. You went to a psychic and they did okay, and then you went back to them and they didn't? Is that what you're saying? I like the idea of group readings. I'm nervous to sign up for some, but it might be easier to listen to messages for other. Also, my group readings, not to toot my own horn, but my guides choose the people that will make sense to each other. And so, um, like, even though you only get two questions and there's, 11 people, you get tons of answers because my guides make sure that, um, I don't know, that each person's question will make sense for most of the group. Does that make sense? I'm, like, distracted when I look at YouTube because this side, I don't know. Why does my stroke side, is this my stroke side? Yes. How come it goes up higher? You'd think it would be more like this. I don't understand. Okay. Do you know anybody to consult about building a renaissance chamber to heal with frequency sound waves? I have no idea. Have Has Jesus had other lives? Yes. She gave me a good validation during our first reading, but the second time she didn't get one thing right in 45 minutes. Oh, that sucks. And you know what? Like even the best psychics can have an off day. Um, So I think I don't know how you feel about her energy and stuff like that will determine if you go back. When I had my stroke, by the time I got to the hospital, my blood pressure was very high because I knew what I was experiencing. Rehab was hard, but I made sure I laughed as much as I could. Me too. I was actually known as the juggling rehabber because I didn't lose my ability to juggle. I saw my mom in a dream after she passed at 99. She was young and beautiful. Did I see her where she is now? Yes, more than likely. Hi, Amber. My cousin ran over me when I was, uh, you know what? I was 9 years old. I left my body, and to this day, I'm not sure if I imagined it. I was 9 when it happened. I guarantee you didn't imagine it. Had to decline a group invite. Cannot wait to try again. Oh, okay. I'm going to go over to what's this called? Facebook. Could Reiki help your throat? I don't know. Thank you for answering all these questions. Hey, you're welcome. How is it possible to live simultaneous lives but have past lives? I only call them past lives because it makes sense to living humans. They're not actually past lives because it's all happening at once. Where's Mike working? Still at Site C. He's been there for like, I don't know how long again. I have a really bad memory, but maybe a year and a half. I don't know. Hi, Katja. Hope you're doing well. I had a severe fall 4 weeks ago and had a concussion. My brain is having difficulty. Life is such a lesson. Yeah. Concussions are no joke. I went to the Brain Injury Society a bunch like the first year, and there was quite a few people there that were recovering from concussions. When you saw your other selves, were you stunned and said, "That can't be me. They have no fashion sense and bad hair"? No, it all made sense. Hello, and I am fine. Um, Thank you for coming back to help us. Oh, you're welcome. Your guides are amazing at choosing people who can piggyback on each other's questions and experiences or lessons in your group readings. Yes, they are. What do you think about splitting Earth timelines? If people disappear from our lives, could they be living on a parallel Earth since this is a hologram? Nope. I think they're still here. I think that's what you're asking. Your smile is balanced and straight, so no worries. Yeah, it's just me looking in a opposite thing. I had an amazing group reading with you. Yay! It's like you got into my body and knew what was wrong. Your advice to just live as a human was spot on. I was able to resolve some of my issues without constantly looking for answers from above. Oh, I'm so glad. You were just in a really recent one. I remember your name, right? It wasn't long ago. Okay, I'm gonna go over now to YouTube because I answered all their words. Um, with my third eye, I saw a being that was made up of illuminating white crystals. Any thought on that? Sometimes, if something glows that looks like this kind of, it is a being from the other side. Hi, Amber. My name is Angela. I first saw you on, I believe, the Jeff Mara podcast. Your story is amazing. I have been struggling for the last 6 years since losing my only son. How much longer till I go? Well, I'm so sorry for your loss. But I never ever tell people when they're going to cross over because it's just not helpful. But I do know that you have such purpose here. How is your family? Good. When I was a small child, I used to go to the black void and stand there as if I was waiting on someone to come and get me. I've never liked being here on earth. But if you're here, there's a purpose. Hi, Amber. You have said several times that our guides don't tell us what we should do when we ask for help. They just are there to support us. Yes. They will, like, they'll kind of guide us, but they know we're capable of doing it all by ourselves. I hope the other lives I'm having are easier than this one, right? Amber, you're beautiful. If you hadn't mentioned your stroke, no one would even know. Oh, thanks. Um, this is off the wall, but are my feral cats teaching me life lessons. I'm close to a lot of nature and wild animals. Thanks for sharing. Yes, I think they're teaching you a lot. Um, After my cousin ran over me and I left my body, I found myself in a tunnel and someone said, John, it's not your time. Who do you think told me that was not my time? It could be your higher self, could be your guides, could be God or Jesus or any of the above. When I'd get back, always at night, I'd immediately vomit. Oh, that sucks. Do you know what happens while someone is in a coma? It totally depends on the individual. Do you use the Akashic records and how do you suggest we access them? I do not, so I actually don't know how. Not finished my thought. What good is it that our guides are only there to support and not give answers? You got to know your purpose. Was that to write books that speak? Can we not know our path? Our path is honestly just to be here and to learn and exist as a human and know what it feels like. Okay, over here. Does anybody in your family have similar gifts as you? Like my immediate family, no. Aw, thanks, Bimsy. Sure would love a reading. I think it would be a lot of help for me. I have not been able to comment with my angel or guardians. Oh, well, you gotta get in there for one of those group readings. Um, I think I lost my spot on YouTube. Responsibility and listening for changes in the hood, I think. So I think I lost some kind of hello from Chicago. Hi. What do you think about tapping therapy to heal anxiety, depression, and trauma? I think it works for lots of people. Anything that works for you, I'm all for. Well, maybe other than like drugs and alcohol and self harm and stuff like that. I ran out of questions. Will I be able to go camping and fishing in heaven? Yes. Hello, Amber. So when we die or cross over, do we immediately start another life or do some take a break before we reincarnate back? We do a life review and then we join back up with our higher self. What do you think about the Baha'i faith? I don't know anything about it, so I don't think I could give an opinion, but I do think any faith is better than no faith. How do we hear from our spirit guides? We just talk to them. You're welcome, Pam. Do your guides ever not answer your questions? Yes. Your voice sounds kind of scratchy. Do you feel okay? I do. I had a very bad choking episode last night and I scratched my throat or injured it, whatever, because I couldn't unchoke. Can my soul come back as an animal? I haven't seen it, but I kind of hope I might be wrong because I really want to be an elephant and a whale, like before humans. I'm 47, advanced heart failure, and had 2 strokes. Last one in December 2020. I'm okay now. Oh, I'm glad you're better. Strokes are no joke. Can we enjoy food on the other side? Yes. Do some souls live more lives than others? I don't know because I can't quantify it. Again, time and space don't exist. Why do some people have a hellish experience during their NDE? Because they need to stay here, and the choice is can't be in their hands. Why do your guides not answer some questions? Because sometimes it's stuff we do not need to know. Spirit gives us what we need, not what we want. Can we choose to not come here again? We can choose whatever we want. Do warm salt water gargles. It doesn't help. I'll just choke more. I would love to be a whale too, or a dinosaur, right? I think a brontosaurus, that would be great. I wanna be like a killer whale. I wanna be an elephant. I don't know. I wanna be like an eagle because I wanna fly. Are our pets being cared for by our loved ones on the other side? No, they're being cared for by you on the other side. I am curious about whether higher spirits would be vegetarian, like on the other side or here. Which one? Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Dad is 91 this week and very lost since mom died almost 3 months ago. Will he be able to find his life spark again? I would love to say yes, but they're pretty bonded. Do you hear it from people that they were terrified of their budding psychic abilities and turned them off? Can we get it back? Yeah, because that was me. I turned it off till I was 35. But I'm a living example of you can turn it back on. Can you use dowsing rods to talk to your spirit guides? I think you can use pretty much anything. When I had my first baby, emergency C-section, I had an experience of being in a tunnel of light and falling or going upward, not sure which. I knew everyone in my life that I ever knew was calling my name. No one said I died, but it was such a memorable. It was probably like a out of body experience. I'm curious whether higher spirits would be vegetarian. No, not all. I am not, although I don't eat a lot of meat. And on the other side, we don't have to eat. So we only eat if we want to, and we can eat whatever we want. And it's not technically from an animal because you don't kill anybody on the other side. You kind of just manifest what you want. Thank you for talking to me. Missing my baby girl tonight. Oh, I bet. Do you know if you've ever been a non-human in your past lives? Um, if by you mean like other dimensions, I think so. I don't know about non-human though. Do dinosaurs actually look like the way they were depicted in pictures? Yes. Or do they have feathers or different features we don't know about? No, they look like on the whole, but not every single one. When I had a 30-foot fall and didn't do the stairs, I felt my mom carry me through the air and position me on the beach sand. I left my body and my body wasn't injured other than the concussion. Wow, that's amazing. I wonder if there will be ever be a time when we won't need to eat meat. I don't think so. Do you have a mentor or did you train with anyone to improve your physical skills? Oh, psychic skills. No, I do not, and I did not. I will definitely be eating tacos and mac and cheese every day, right? I'm gonna eat all the gluten. I'm gonna just eat croissants and sourdough. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I think I'm getting tired, so I probably should go. But thanks for joining, and sorry about the technical difficulties, and I'm glad you stuck around. If you want to hear more from my guides, each one of them has a chapter in my book. Should we read a oh, that's really long. Why? I asked them to like make me go to a page for a poem, and they chose this one, and it's really long, but I'm gonna read it anyways. Do you guys want to hear it? Do a thumbs up if you want to hear it. Or I guess on YouTube, it might be a heart. Is it a heart? Can you heart? Can you like? Can you do something? You want to hear it? Oh, there we go. Oh, you can. Okay. It's really long. Is it only one page? Okay. Chapter 7. Have faith. We are not alone. That's the chapter. But the poem is called Faith. And I'm tired, so my reading skills are going to be shittier. So be prepared. All right. Oh gosh. Why did I do this to myself? Faith, such a simple word, yet at times it feels so unattainable. Have faith, they say, those who do not know what it is like to be me. Faith in what? I asked. Who or what is worthy of my faith? Shall I place it upon some unknown? Give it to a God? Where does faith belong? Within myself? The answers to these questions ever provoke thought. Faith is not palpable, cannot grant one instant satisfaction. So why then do we place so much value on its presence? Such a simple word, yet can help a soul grow. Faith means we can trust in ourselves. We can know without a doubt that we are not alone. No matter where you choose to place your faith, it will help to raise you up. A human without faith is a heart without a beat, beautiful and perfect in existence, but purposeless. So I will say to you, have faith. Faith that you can take this life to amazing places. Faith that you are beautiful and perfect in your existence. Faith to strengthen your purpose. It will ignite your soul, bring you back into balance, remind you of a time long forgotten when you honored your connection to all living things. Have faith you are not alone. As your heart beats, so too does your ever growing soul. Faith, although a simple word, is not so simple to comprehend. Trust your soul to lead the way to true faith. Know that with faith you will never be truly lost. That's a really good poem. I like it. But yeah, look at that's me in Ferns on the West Coast. And I think I've only sold one book today. I think it's my worst day so far. So maybe, oh, look at, I even have a picture of my kids and my husband. That was my first walk. Well, long walk. But yeah, happy Tuesday and sending all the wonderful energy your way. Bye.